What's going on, guys? Welcome back, and today I'm going to be bringing you a video you probably didn't expect, and because of the release of Season 7 of the Clone Wars and the Rise of Skywalker, and because of the COVID quarantine, I decided why not revisit some of the old Lego games that came out a while ago. And I decided to revisit the Force Awakens game, and if you remember, I actually did a video similar to this 2 years ago on some custom minifigures for Solo, a Star Wars story. If you remember those videos, you are a true Hobbricks fan. Thank you for sticking with me for that long. But I decided to revisit it and make some custom characters. So I made Ben Solo, Rey Skywalker, as she appears at the end of The Rise of Skywalker, Ahsoka Tano, Mace Windu, and Darth Maul from the season finale of the Clone Wars. So we're going to start off with Ahsoka here. From the top down, the parts I used, first off, you're going to need the custom character option with the cape, which is on the right side of the customizer, is where you can find there's two different customizer slots. The one on the right has the option with the cape. The cape is just like on the character for some reason, and I also want to clarify that I did not buy any of the DLC for this game. All the options and character parts I used were what comes with the initial release of the game. I never bought the DLC. This is all the stuff that I have here is just from everything that is provided by the game on its initial release. Just wanted to clarify that. So the hood is from the Unkar Thug. The face is from Major Colonia, because it's a very simple female face just colored in the orange color. But it has those little markings on the side of the face that I thought kind of resembled Ahsoka. This is, of course, based on Ahsoka from the Siege of Mandalore story arc from the finale of the Clone Wars. And it's based on the last episode where she buries the clones and she's in a cloak. So she's got the cape, she's got the hood going on. So that's the Major Colonia head colored in the bright orange color. The arms are from Wedge Antilles because they're the only arms that really have the correct color. They have this weird printing, but it's really the best option. And then the torso, hips, and legs are from Formal General Leia from The Force Awakens, and then the hands are just earth blue hands, and I gave her a blue lightsaber because it works for the end because she leaves one of her lightsabers behind, and there isn't really an option to give a character two lightsabers. If there was, I would have given her two blue lightsabers, but there isn't, so I just gave her the plain old blue lightsaber here. And I think that this character turned out looking pretty good, you know, for the limits that we have in this game. I'm pretty pleased with how Ahsoka looks. Then we're going to move on to Rey Skywalker. And the hair, head, and torso are all from the initial Rey from the game. The arms are from Aiden Moss, or Aiden Moss. I think that has some nice wrap printing going on there that adds to the detail of the figure. The hip piece is from Resistance Rey, so when she joins the Resistance, and then the legs are from Obi-Wan from Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and that's how I designed the Rey character in this game. So those are all the parts I used, and you can go back and slow down the video if you would like to hear me say once again what parts I used. And then I used the yellow lightsaber, as it's revealed at the end of the film that she has been creating her own yellow-bladed lightsaber, which is, I believe, the same color that the guards of the Jedi Temple used in the Clone Wars, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, I really like this design. I like the yellow lightsaber. I think this is a really cool looking custom, and I think it's kind of the best option. Then we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to Ben Solo. Now the torso, or I guess going from the top down, the hair and head are from, once again, just clarifying, this is based on, I actually made a custom minifigure in real life of Ben Solo recently, if you want to check that out. The hair and head are from Kylo Ren. The hips and legs are from Han Solo. The arms are black. The hands are light nougat. And the torso is the First Order Fleet Engineer. That is the exact name of the torso. And then here's the kind of problem is, Luke's lightsaber, the actual, like, Luke Skywalker or Anakin Skywalker lightsaber is available in the game, but for some reason it doesn't give you Force abilities. And of course we want Ben to have Force abilities, so, you know, it's kind of like, do you want to have the full-on accuracy because he does use the Anakin lightsaber, or do you want him to have the Force? So I just ended up giving him a blue bladed lightsaber. it's not perfect. Like, if we were gonna, like, actually have it be fully accurate, we'd have it be the Anakin Skywalker lightsaber, so it's a darker color and it's got a different hilt. So you can give him this, but for some reason it doesn't give your character the Force abilities. So that's how I designed Ben Solo. Then I'm just gonna look at my list, see who we're moving on to next. Then we're gonna move on to Mace Windu. I believe he should be down here. And this is a character I can't believe they didn't put in the Force Awakens game. I'm actually pretty disappointed that they didn't add Mace into the Force Awakens game, because they literally have, like, the weird headdress Padme variant, but they didn't put Mace Windu in the game. I can't believe they didn't do that. But this figure is really simple. You just need the Obi-Wan, old Obi-Wan, or classic Obi-Wan, I believe it's called in the game, the torso, legs, and hips from that Obi-Wan, the arms from Chewbacca, the reddish-brown hands, the head color needs to be reddish-brown, and the face is from the Stormtrooper aerobics variant, which is very silly, but that is, of course, the humor that you expect from the Lego games. And the lightsaber is, of course, purple, because Mace Windu is the best, you know. Mace Windu was always my favorite Jedi growing up, and he's still pretty cool. Purple's my favorite color. That's why he was my favorite growing up, because he's got a purple lightsaber. I mean, come on. That's freaking cool, alright? But, moving on to, I believe, let me double check my character roster. I believe this is the final character we need to showcase here, is Maul from the final season of the Clone Wars. And this character looks a little weird, like really up close. I'll show you what the version in the actual game looks like. I know there was a Clone Wars DLC pack and he was in that, but once again, I never bought the DLC, so this is what you can do on your own. So this is the Maul in the game. So I gave him the Maul head and horns, of course. I gave him plain black arms and hands, and then the torso is actually from Nien Nunb, the guy who in Return of the Jedi is flying with Lando, and I believe he appears in the sequels at one point. So that might look weird, but it actually looks like kind of an open jacket, or open robe, which is kind of what he looks like in the series. And from far away, I think it actually looks pretty cool. Up close, it looks a little weird, but like from far away, I actually think that this option for Maul looks really cool, and it looks pretty snazzy. I kind of like that design. And then for the hips and legs, I use the Oni Jas, I believe is the name of the hip piece here, the Oni Jas hip piece, and the Gaff Kalek legs. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. There's so many random characters in the Force Awakens game, and I don't know why they opted out to put them in the game rather than, like, Mace Windu. But, that's how I designed the Clone Wars final season variant of Maul. I know this is kind of a random video to make, but I really loved the finale of the Clone Wars, and I really loved this game for a while. And it's definitely one of the better Lego games of recent years. I think they did a really good job with the Force Awakens game, and although they didn't put Mace Windu in the game, but no, I really enjoyed this game, and I used to do a lot more gaming videos, and this is kind of a random video to make, I know, but I really enjoyed making it. And please let me know, did this help you design your own custom minifigures? Once again, you can go back through the video if you didn't hear everything clearly enough, and clarify on all the parts that I used. But definitely my favorite one that I designed was the Ahsoka Tano variant. I'm really pleased with how this looks, and with the limitations that we have in this game, I think that this Ahsoka is, like, really cool. Like, I'm really pleased with this design for Ahsoka. I know not everyone will be, but I really liked how I designed this. And, you know, I really enjoyed designing all these, so please let me know. Did you enjoy watching my video on my custom Lego Clone Wars and Rise of Skywalker characters in Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens? Let me know if this helped you design your own custom characters. Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know them all in the comments below. And of course, as always, I hope you guys have a great day. Take care.